Hi everyone, it's Trudy here with our weekly Thursday evening crystal question and answer. This week we're going to be covering crystal grids. I've posted a couple of pictures in the past of my own crystal grids, and I know you guys have always expressed an interest in figuring out how a grid works and what they're used for, and how you can go about creating your own grids in your own homes. So I finally got around to making this video for you all, and hopefully it will give you a little bit of insight and a little bit of understanding and some helpful resources to create your own crystal grids at home. So it's not a very long video this week, it'll only take a couple of minutes, but you will have the resources, and I would absolutely love to see your pictures of the grids that you create at home coming in, so please do send them in to me. So what is a crystal grid? And I've just put a little picture there of one that I created here at home. A crystal grid is an arrangement of crystals on a specific geometric shape that focuses the universal life force and energy in a particular way for a particular purpose. So basically, it is lots of crystals in a particular shape that take the energy from the universe to make whatever your purpose for creating the grid is happen. So that grid that I've created there on that picture would be for peace and harmony. So my purpose for the grid was to bring in peace and harmony, and that is what the grid was used for. And it took in earth energy, life force energy, and it made it happen. So that's exactly what a crystal grid is in very short terms. What do we use crystal grids for? A grid can be used for a simple goal, like enhancing your sleep quality, to something more elaborate, like world peace. The combinations are endless, depending only on your purpose for the grid. Whatever your intention is, the crystal grid is an effective use of crystal energy when done with your clear intention. Okay? So basically, I use them a lot, like for peace and harmony in the house, good sleep, love, self-love, attracting abundance, um, protection. I've done a lot of protection grids in the past, and there's many more grids that you can do, and maybe you have your own visualization of how you'd like to lay your grid out. But it is an effective use of crystal energy. What is a crystal grid made of? So you have what is called a focus stone, and that is in the middle of your grid. So using this image here on the right to show you guys how a crystal grid is made up. The focus stone is the rock or the crystal that is located in the center of a crystal grid. Its purpose is primarily to gather, focus, and amplify the universal life force energy. It collects the universal life force energy and channels it out into our grid. So it takes the energy in here into the center stone, and it sends it all the way out to our grid. Okay? The stones that are surrounding that focus stone, and these are the ones coming here, are called waystones, and their purpose is to amplify and modify the universal life force energy that is flowing into the grid. So, for example, you may have stuck a nice big chunk of clear quartz in the center of your grid. Your waystones might be amethyst, and your outer stones might be rose quartz. So basically what I'm saying to you is universal life force energy comes into the center of the grid. It sends it out to the waystones. The waystones then modify the energy to fit the purpose. So we're connecting that amplifying clear quartz to the peaceful amethyst and sending it out to the loving rose quartz. The outer stones are called desire stones, and they give the energy the final shaping and tuning to achieve the goal of the crystal grid. So that's these on the outskirts of the grid. They're your desire stones. So that is Very simple way of creating a crystal grid. Center stone, 6 waste stones, 6 desire stones on the outside. How to activate your grid. Now I've included 2 ways in this video. So this is the first one, and this is for those of you who are really crystal passionate and you need a wand for this step, but it can be quite effective. Find a quiet space and time to activate your grid. First of all, hold your wand above your head, close your eyes, and imagine all life force energy flowing into your wand. Then you need to touch your wand to the center of your forehead and imagine your vision for the goal of the grid going into the wand. So whatever it is that you're creating this grid for, imagine that vision going into your wand, and then take your wand and touch it to the focus stone, so that was the stone in the center of the grid. And trust that your vision and purpose for the grid is now flowing out through your center stone, into your waste stones, and out to your desire stones. Alternatively, decide on your purpose for the grid. Your clear intention is a key element in empowering the stone's energy. Your intention is what you will use to charge the crystals. Write your intention on a piece of paper or on the back of a photo that depicts your goal. Find a safe location to create your grid where it will not be disturbed. Cleanse this space. Some cleansing methods include burning sage, placing a crystal cluster in the room, or bowls of sea salt, flowers, incense, music, candles can be used to add ambience to your sacred space. Place your crystal layout in a geometric pattern, and there's a link there that you can see some examples. Charge the master crystal and place it on the layout. The master crystal is your focus stone. Relax and center yourself. Visualize your goal having already been achieved with a calm mind and a positive intention. Say a prayer of gratitude. So that is just another way that you can activate your grid. Resources and references. On the blog this week, you will find some printables that you can use to start making grids with. So basically what I've provided you guys with is a couple of printable sheets that will have a crystal grid layout on it. It will explain some of them will explain to you what crystals you need. Some of them you can use your own imagination or go with the colour coding that's on them, and they're for different purposes. You can find many more across the internet. Just Google crystal grid layout printables, and here are 2 websites that I've referenced throughout this video, which is thecrystalvault.com, Crystal Grids 2, and crystalcure.com, article crystalgrids.html. 2 fabulous websites. Definitely recommend that you check them out. Each has their own version and understanding of crystal grids. As I always say, go with what suits you. As you've seen at the beginning of this video, I used a flower in the center of one of my grids. I believe it's all about the power of intention and amplifying the power of your crystals, and it doesn't really matter what way you do that. Have fun with them, test them out, send me in your photos. I'd absolutely love to see what you guys get making, and I will talk to you all next week. Bye bye.